Hello and welcome back to Minecraft. I've just been looking through the achievements and so far we have made a Tinker's Construct Smeltery and we've upgraded an existing Tinker's tool. So just a few things left in the Stone Age to do, and I think the one that I want to focus on today is building a second layer to our island. So I have just dug a bit of a space because I thought it'd be quite handy. What I want to do is sort of build a couple of platforms up, maybe a couple of platforms down or something, but yeah, I want a sort of tiered system of layers, and then where it's appropriate we'll have things going off to the sides as well. But I do want what I want to do is to concentrate all of the things that you always want to be in an active chunk in one place, and so spawn seems to be a good place. So I've dug under the floorboards and I've found our original spawn point, so I figured let's get this block back. Wonder if we can do this without falling down there. Yeah, but we didn't get the wooden block. Right, so this is where we're going to place our blocks, and let's see. I'm going to leave a couple of wooden blocks in place to start with. Okay, and what I want to do is to make this the center of all of our platforms, and so to do that, let's see, what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of non-wooden blocks in. Actually, we could probably do backing this up a little further. Same on this side. Okay, yeah, that'll do us. Right, now what I want is some lava and some water. Just put the infinite spring over there where it was going to be safe for the moment. Let's see, one of these barrels probably needs some. Yeah. I'll get that lava back. All right. So what I want to do now is to head down here, because what we will have, I might just let that lava die away a little first, but what we should have now is a cobblestone. Oh no, I removed that too fast. best put that back in again. Okay, give me a moment while I just put the... Am I gonna... If I'm not careful, I'm gonna end up with an obsidian block somewhere. Right, what I'm going to do now is, once I've removed this, I'm going to dig down until we get to an appropriate point down there. What we will have to make sure is that there's no gaps in this cobble, but we should be okay. At least down to where we see the cobble sticking out. Right, I shall come back when I've got a bit more dug out down there. Whew. Okay, that's done. Whew, yes, I'm glad that's done. Now, I've now got a platform that stretches out 16 blocks in every direction, so that's 33 blocks in diameter, and eventually I will build this into an oval, but to start with I'm just gonna make a bit of a long stretch to one side, and I'm gonna move I'm going to bring down here a cobble generator and a lava generator so that we can make these bricks more quickly. So I shall build a bit more of a platform and I'll be right back. Hello and welcome back. So I didn't die, yay! And I've done quite a bit actually off camera, mainly because it just involved an awful lot of grinding, like filling all of these with water. I seriously need to automate this. This is just I've still got the mossy cobble farm upstairs, but I just made a bit of a bigger one down here because we're going to want more mossy cobble bricks, and that's because the mossy cobble bricks make these gorgeous white and green tiled things. Look at those. So I've built the base platform the size that I want out of all of these volcanic lava bricks. Amazing, love it. So got a decent sized platform, and the funny little knobbly bits that stuck out down. I wonder if I can show you without actually losing it. Never mind, I've got spare. Yeah, there was some sort of funny knobbly bits that stuck out because of what I did with the water bucket. That honestly, I couldn't have done that if I'd have tried. But yeah, I just placed a bucket of lava down there just to stop mobs from spawning on the ledges. So there's a couple of ledges just down there a bit. Anyway, we'll put that lava back. So yeah, I've to make all of these bricks, and I want to do the underside of up there in these bricks. I set up this little, and it is little, it could do with being maybe twice this size, but you know, a bit better. Just a little lava generator. It's these furnaces are not actually connected, but the crucibles are. The furnaces are just on top for convenience. I was cooking smooth stone in there, using the lava out of there, and then over the other side here, you see how it's done is there's just one block of lava, one lava source, one water source, and a block of cobble between them, and then a transfer node, and the transfer node has a world interaction upgrade in it, and that causes it to mine the cobble, and then these pipes just lead in here and drop down into the lava, and they fill these crucibles. And to melt the lava, if I was to take enough buckets out of here, I'd have to take 8 buckets. If I took 8 buckets out of here, then it would just be filled up with dry cobble, and the lava underneath is cooking the cobble and melting it, turning it into lava. So I needed a water source down here, so I built this little infinite spring, and seeing as we had some water, I thought I'd get a few crops going. Let's just harvest one of those. I've also, again, just to sort of keep things ticking over, planted a tree down here. I've harvested that a couple of times. And then got my mossy cobble going. Now, what I actually want to do down here is, because this is all temporary, you know, tiny little lava farm, a tiny little water spring, and just a couple of crops, and this is all pretty temporary as well. This platform I want to use as my main mob farm. We'll start with hostile mob farm. We'll start with just a small manual killing thing. We'll make a little dark room, and I'll do that in a minute. We'll do that on camera. But we'll get that going just so that we start getting some of the drops, and a little bit later we'll look at automating it. But yeah, I want to build it out of the mossy cobble, that's why I'm getting this stuff. So I've got 2 kind of side goals for this build. One thing that I would like to do would be to avoid using torches. I really like that idea. It come from I was ages and ages ago. I started watching one of the first. I think it's probably about the third series of Minecraft that I ever watched. Was Etho's Let's Play, and he set himself a goal. Ooh, glad I'm down here. He set himself a goal of lighting his base without using torches. He was using, and it was vanilla, or it is because it's still running. It's a vanilla Let's Play, and I thought, if you can do that in vanilla, surely you can do it in modded. I thought that would be nice. It'd be a nice little thing to add. So let's try and light this whole thing without using torches. Particularly helpful that I like this as a ceiling stroke floor block. So I've got sort of underfloor lighting. Right, that's done. So trees sorted over there. Now let's build just a little mob farm down here. Okay, so these logs come from the chisel mod, and they are chiseled planks, chiseled oak planks, and it's this one here. The nice white bricks, the green and white bricks, it's this one. So I'll make a few more of those. With the scary ladder, I just put some sides and a back on it so that it wasn't quite so scary, because what you can't see isn't anywhere near as scary as what you can see. And a little water drop at the bottom, just in case. We'll cap it with a slab. This will just make sure that we get endermen, because ender pearls would be rather nice. Okay, now what we want is to then cap this bottom one off. They won't spawn while I'm down here, I don't think. I don't think I'm far enough away. But when I'm upstairs, that is more than 25 blocks, so they will spawn. Might just try that in a second. So up here is a bit of a mess, and we need to clean this up. But let's go and see. We've just done a bit of maintenance up here. Let's go and see what's gone on with the mob farm downstairs. I've been away just for a few minutes. Well, I can hear things. There's bats. Why is there bats? Who's that? What's that? That's a bat, yeah, that's a bat. Eddie Ruckus. Oh. Yeah, Eddie Ruckus. What's that? We've got a zombie. I don't know what a wield is. Oh, I think it's a person. Let's come on. Oh, I hate the squeaking noises. What's that orb there? Oh, not another bat. It must be because it's 4 tall. Oh, and look what we've got. Let's have a look at the loot. So, helmet, chest plate. What's that? Oh, wool of bat. Okay. So it's a useful thing. So it's worth killing the bats. Fine. And a common loot bag. Excellent. Jungle saplings. That's nice. So, yeah, this floor, this platform, eventually, and I'm talking in the long term, once we're well on our way, will become the hostile mob floor. We'll have a nice big automated mob killer down here. And I guess if I make it 4 high, I will get bats in it as well, and I'll be able to kill the bats. I'll just have to think about that and think about how we make sure that the bats do die and they don't just end up counting towards the mob drop, the mob count. I won't have a farm down here. I think the farm or the lava generator, that'll be the purpose of this floor will just be the mobs. And then upstairs on that floor is where we'll have the crops, and going out to one side or other, or maybe even more than one side, heading out in the direction so that we're a good few chunks away, at least the 25 blocks away. We'll have the passive mob farm. We'll set up a passive mob farm with grass in it so that because they need to be away from the active chunks in order to generate, whereas same with these guys, but these need to be in an active chunk but 25 blocks away. So anything that is vertical of this point, because I'll mostly be in it, will stay active even though I'm away from it. So the things that we want are things like the farms, and if we want to keep lava generators running, or maybe ore smelteries, things like that we'll keep on a vertical plane, and things which don't need to be kept in the same area, which actually need to be away from this area so that the mob count doesn't affect it. Things like cow farms and sheep farms and stuff like that we'll do out from the one upstairs, we'll do out. And I think the very top floor that we have will make an energy floor, and then what we can do is we can have a pipe that we can pipe all of the goodies into the central chamber, and we can also have an electricity power conduits running in the central chamber, so that everything that comes in or out can just connect up one large central conduit. And we'll think about something a bit fancier than just a ladder with a drop for getting us up and down there. And it won't be dreadfully long before we're flying around in jetpacks. And it would be nice to just have a sort of maybe a fancy spiral staircase that went round the outside in an octagon. It's just that I don't know that I would actually use a staircase that much, but it might look nice anyway. So I might do it just cause. But yeah, I think that's probably all for now. I'm gonna farm these mobs a little bit more, gather some more resources. I think our next mission, now that we've got this going and we can create more platforms, our next mission is to sort out the one above us and to set up some proper farms and some proper ore smelteries and things. We need to start automating our ore production so that we get all of the things that we need in order to build the machines to make all of the things that we need. And that's kind of our next step. So I'm liking this. I'm really enjoying it. Feedback that I've had from you guys, especially Will, is that you're liking it too. I'm getting some good feedback for outside of the comments too, which is really nice. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. I love this particular mod pack. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.